And so, my name is Bob. I forget my name. Shit. God damn it. My name is Saturday Let me tell you a story. My name is Saturday Baba Brewski. Huh? You guys just saying I'm not playing good. Huh? What are you talking about? I am the perfect goaltender. Look at the size of my belly. Huh? So, you guys can go kiss my ass. I am going to get all of my Russian friends and we are going to come to the BB&T Center and take over. You guys suck. Yeah. God damn it, this accent needs work. Gather around, little children, and I'll tell you a story. My name is Sergey Baba Brewski, huh? And I am the goaltender for the Florida Panthers. Yes. But there is something you must know. It is very, very special. I'm going to tell you a secret. Come closer. Come a little closer. I suck. I can't play hockey. I don't have any kind of rebound control, and I let in 5 greasy goals a game. Goodbye.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1,
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Alright, so we're all supposed to believe that Bob is sick. That's why he wasn't at practice yesterday. And that's why he's not playing today. So, okay, no problem. Bob is sick. I hope you feel better. Not. Alright, so we got Edmonton today. And I predict a win today. I predict a win today because the only reason I think we're going to win is because it will cause 48 hours of chaos on Twitter about who should start in goal the next game, Monty or Bob. I have no other evidence, gut feeling, no reason to believe we're going to win the game other than it fits perfectly with the Panthers narrative that now Monty will come in, probably allow 1 goal, we'll kick the shit out of Edmonton, and everybody can bitch and complain and fight back and forth all day Sunday until Q announces that Bob is fucking starting the next game. So, that's just my take on it. I hope we get 2 points. So you know how when I've been complaining about how it's that early goal that we give up, right? How many times we've had a breakaway from a defensive breakdown, had a breakaway, and then Bob doesn't make the save. And then I say, well, team gets deflated after that. So what happens? Defensive breakdown leads to a breakaway. Monty makes an awesome save. And we reward him by Huberdeau turning over the puck inside the zone, allowing him to be peppered with, 4 or 5 shots in the one little area there. And then, of course, Weegar leaves his guy completely wide open in front of the net to screen Monty, and it's 1-0 pucks in the net from way, way far away. The shot goes in. And I mean, the half the goal's on Monty as well, too. I said it yesterday. He's got to work on his glove. His glove is not good. His glove is not NHL quality. That really, more than anything, is what separates him from being ready and not. His glove is terrible. But he made that first save, and our guys didn't do shit with it. So it's 1-0 Edmonton. I don't see anything different with this team. So, move on to the second period. Alright, so absolutely nothing happened that period except for Barker almost got killed, but then he didn't miss a shift. And then Achari kind of went after the guy and kind of fell on him, but he did land a punch. And then Josh Brown had a fight, actually did really well. I don't know what the hell got into him, but that looked pretty good. So, other than that, we can't score. We just absolutely cannot score. We are one period away from our third shutout since the All-Star break. I still feel like we're going to pull this one out somehow. I just because of exactly what I said. It's setting up exactly the way I said. It would be perfectly beautiful. I'll take the 2 points and the goalie controversy all day long. So let's just we got to get 2 points here, man. If we somehow cannot find a way to even get this game to overtime and get a point, and then Toronto wins, I mean, it's just going to be beyond desperation. And they did pick up the play a little bit after Barkov came back. You know, they did show a little bit more effort, a little bit more toughness out there, but it's just not. Nobody can hit the net. High over the net, high over the net, wide, 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 high over the net. It's just unfucking believable. Well, I didn't check, so forgive me, but I'm assuming Toronto plays today. If not, I guess they're going to play again before we do. They'll probably win and we'll be 4 points out. I mean, it was a miracle they lost the other game. If Toronto was even playing halfway decent, we'd be 6-8 points out. And nobody would even be talking about any remote chance of playoffs. But I could yell and scream and rant and rave, and I know some of you were probably waiting for that. But I think more than anything at this point, Steve on Twitter, he kind of came up with the best idea, though he says somebody gave it to him. Says the idea goes something like, Talon's really not running the show, that maybe his hands are tied, basically saying, you know, the owners are not letting Talon make any moves because that's the only thing that makes any sense at this point is that, you know, basically my thought was the owners are just basically telling Talon, this is your fucking mess, you made it, you know, we're not going to give away any more players or give out any more contracts or anything like that. I mean, it's supposed to be a roster that is ready to compete for a cup. We can't even make the playoffs. Can't even play a full game, and you know, some of that, I mean, look, I give Talon shit, right? Some of it, I mean, like a guy like Trocheck. I mean, the dude started off balls to the walls. You thought he was really going to develop into something, and he's fallen off a cliff. Is that Talon's fault that Trocheck suddenly sucks? But the other flip side of that is that you could say, well, it's Talon's responsibility to have guys at the AHL level ready to step up, and you know, the big name we've kind of counted on the last 2 years to come up is Borgstrom. That's not happened. Tippett was playing pretty well. Apparently he's hurt, so we can't even bring him up. And we can't bring up anybody anyway until we get rid of somebody because of the cap stuff we've talked about. So, I mean, I know, and I've said it myself about wanting Talon to make moves, but I don't want him touching this team anymore. He's done. It's got to be over for him. But these owners, after everything that they went through in the other year where they fired Gallant and everything like that, they're not gonna fire Talon middle of the season or close to the end.
They're going to take their lumps. They're going to let this play out however it's going to play out, and they're going to get rid of him during the offseason. Now I've kind of felt like Callan was going to be gone regardless of what happened unless we made a real cup run like Eastern Conference Finals or better. So nothing to be mad about, nothing to be angry about. 20-something games left. Same shit, different day. Same effort level. Same storyline where we play hard for a few minutes and then trail off. What's there to be mad about? You know, what's there to yell and scream about? I know that, you know, I know that was my thing most of these years with the recaps, but they've pretty much neutered me. They've pretty much blank slate, blank stare. You can only care for so long about the same damn problems, and everybody can see the writing on the wall. Talon's going to be gone. We're going to have changes that are made, and who knows what this team's going to look like next season. I would assume that, you know, obviously I don't think Barkov and Hubert are going anywhere. I didn't look at Barkov's contract, but there was some talk on Twitter about, you know, anybody could be traded, and I didn't even realize it, but Huberto, this year he has a no-move clause that kicked in, so unless he actually agreed to go someplace else, it's just like Yandel, he's not going anywhere. Not that I want him to go. Not that I want him to go anywhere. But the point is who knows what this team's going to look like next year. I cannot imagine. I would be shocked next year if Trocheck was still here. That's the one name I'll say. I think they'll re-sign Dadonov. I think Hoffman's gone, probably coming up here before the deadline. And it wouldn't surprise me to see Trocheck get moved now, but I would really be shocked to see if a new GM didn't come in and move him over the summer for defensive help. Saw a story on Twitter a few days ago about, you know, Panthers have kind of kicked the tires on maybe moving Matheson, but that contract, he had that one nice game in the fourth line, but other than that, it's pretty much invisible. But again, that speaks to talent. I mean, you've got Matheson and Pesic playing wings on our fourth line because there's nobody better at the AHL. We don't have anybody good enough on the AHL level to bring up to play on the fucking fourth line. So we've got to play our worst defensive guys there. It's just embarrassing, and really the only reason we're not an 80, 85 point team is Barkov, Huberto, and some miraculous goals from Nola Chari. Other than that, this team's probably worse than last year. I'm not gonna get into the goaltending. It's just not worth it anymore. I mean, go take a look on Twitter if you want people's opinions on the goaltending. I'm going to be thin on Twitter the next couple weeks because it's gotten brutal. You can't. I had to block somebody today. First block I've done. Had to mute my own conversation. Just because everybody is just being so brutal to each other, and it's not enjoyable. So unfortunately, guys, I know some of you probably disappointed. I'm not yelling and screaming and cursing and ranting and raving, but they've kind of taken the wind out of it. It's just like it's the same shit, different day, and you know, maybe this road trip will come up and we'll win some games, and Toronto will lose, and we'll come back from the road trip tied for the third spot, and we can be excited again. But yeah, just the brutal level of effort since the All-Star break. It's incredible. I've never seen this team play this poorly for this length of a stretch, and you cannot excuse Q from this. There's parts to me, I was thinking about it this morning, where starting to look like Hugh might have just looked at this job and gone, they've got some good players. There's really no pressure. they should at least make the playoffs. And the fans, they'll be happy with this team that just makes the playoffs and maybe win a round. That'd be better than what they normally experience down there. And how hard can it be with the players they got? I can get this team to the playoffs and maybe win a round and smoke a cigar on the beach the rest of the way. I know some of you won't like that, but it's starting to look like that. It's starting to look like all just collecting a check, living on a country club. So, that's it. That's all I have to say. Are we playing Monday? I fucking forget. I think we got another day game, right? Monday or Tuesday. We got another day game. Weird as shit. So, alright. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next game.